Well, I'm Anke Flor. I'm your fellow German Rotarian from North Germany. And
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anke.
yeah, we're so happy to see the two of you, Holger Knaack and his wife Susanne. Welcome to Zoom here in Hawaii. For us, it's a morning. The sun just came up. It's a beautiful day here, and it's such an honor to have you with us. Dankeschön or mahalo. Thank you for being with us, especially from our Windward clubs in Hawaii.
Thank you for inviting us. Yeah, great. Yes. So it's a great pleasure. And thank you for the package here. So yes. Everything was arrived in time. So
yes, it is a tradition when we have guests, we give lei and we give little gifts, little goodies. So I'm glad the package arrived on time. It's a sign of aloha. And we're very happy to have you. It was my idea because we're from the same area and because actually I always have a little bit heimweh. I'm homesick, especially at Christmas. So it's very good to have you bring some greetings from Germany at this time.
But yes, you know what? There's rain here. There is no snow here. So snow would make it much harder for you if we could send you pictures with snow, with our forests and snow. But so there is no hope this year that we get snow.
That is too bad. Yes. Yeah. I also wanted to just say that we have our district governor Naomi Masuno with us, our district governor-elect Sandy Matsui. She's actually from my club. We have our district governor nominee Randy Hart from Hilo, and our district governor designate Mark Merriam. And then some of our assistant governors are here too. And of course, a big thank you to past District Governor Nalani Flynn. Actually, she handmade the lei that you're wearing.
Thank you very much. That's really
thanks, Nalani, and she made lei for our club too. So this is a really special. And our district trainer Benson Medina is helping us with Zoom. So thank you so much. I wanted to give a little moment for our district governor to just give greetings as well. So please, Naomi.
Thank you very much, Anke. And good morning, Holger from Germany. So live from Germany, everyone was asking, is it going to be live? And so we are very honored to have both of you come and address us this morning. And, you know, it's been a very challenging year for all of us. And we heeded your remarks about trying to look for innovative ways to be flexible and to do things differently. So we are trying. We have a group of great district leaders, a great group of presidents, and the presidents coming in. But I also did want to let you know that we have past District Governor Roz Cooper and Win Shoneman, as well as Nalani here. So we have a good support team, and we really appreciate your time to be with us today, and we look forward to your message. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting
me. Thank you, Naomi. And as it is tradition in Hawaii, we start with a special way how to center ourselves. And Herb Lee from our club, Kaneohe, is going to lead us in a oli, and he will explain what this all means.
Aloha and good morning. I'm Herb Lee, and very honored to be here and to share and this great opportunity to meet you, Holger. And so the oli that I'm going to share is simply called an oli aloha, and it highlights certain values that are really important to us here in the islands. A wise elder once told me that you would be lucky that in your lifetime you can understand at least 150 levels of what aloha means in Hawaii. And so this is really the first level. And it was taught to me by Kawai Kapo Kalani Hewitt, and who was taught by Auntie Pelahi Paki. And it's very important to recognize the people, you know, and the genealogy of how these things get passed down because it's very important to continue the power and the wisdom, that comes from our ancestors. Auntie Pelahi Paki has since passed away. So this only talks about specifically modesty, never to take what we have for granted. And then I think in this COVID time, it's been sort of a reminder for us that, not everything always stays the same, and to really treasure the things that are important to us. It also talks about unity, what we call lokahi, and peace, oya i'o, which means to always be truthful, and that is a hallmark of what Rotary is all about. To be humble in spirit, and always to be open to new ideas and new people, no matter what kind of background, no matter what ethnicity they come from. At the end of the day, we are all part of the human race. And finally, to have perseverance and fortitude, and which I think is very indicative of what we've been all going through, and to have that measure of resilience despite the challenges. And we put all of this together, and it spells out the word aloha. E akahai na Hawaii, e lokahi ka manakahi kolu, oia i'o ko kulani, e ha'a i ke alo na kini akua, e aho nui e, o ke aloha ka mea iho olai. Aloha. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Herb, for opening our meeting. And Herr Knaack, I'm going to read your bio, and then it will be your time to speak. But, for all of you here who don't know the background, let me
keep it short. Keep it short. Yes, we are so relaxed today.
I think it's pretty short. So our President Holger Knaack holds a degree in business administration from the University of Applied Sciences in Kiel, which is in Schleswig-Holstein, North Germany. Since 1995, Holger has been CEO of the real estate company Knaack KG. Previously, he was partner and general manager of Knaack Bakery Enterprises, which is a 125-year-old family business. Holger is chairman and founder of the Karl Adam Stiftung, and for 6 years he also served as chairman of Rotary Youth Exchange Germany. A Rotarian since 1991, Holger is a member of the Rotary Club of Herzogtum Lauenburg-Mölln. He was a Rotary International Director and Rotary International Treasurer, as well as a member of the Executive Committee of the Board. In addition, Holger has served as Council on Legislation Representative, Zone Coordinator, GETS Trainer, and Rotary International Training Leader. He has been a member and chair of numerous Rotary International committees. He was a moderator of the 2019 Rotary International Assembly, Endowment Major Gift Advisor, and co-chair of the 2019 Hamburg Convention. Holger is a major donor to the Rotary Foundation, a member of the Paul Harris Society and the Bequest Society. And of course, he's married to Susanne, who's right there next to him for 43 years. The couple has hosted more than 40 Rotary Youth Exchange students. And in his leisure time, Holger enjoys sailing and playing golf. Thank you, Holger. It is 2 days before Christmas and about 8 days before the new year starts. We are curious to hear from you lessons from 2020 and visions for 21, especially in consideration of the pandemic, which impacts us worldwide on all levels. And we wonder how we can stay resilient, renew, and refresh for the new year. Thank you.
We will. Thank you very much, Anke. It's a great pleasure. Susan, come closer here.
I just want to.
So I just want to follow up on these more than 40 youth exchange students we had at home. But Suzanne is always saying this really raises our level of tolerance. Unbelievable. So that's so really, and I think it's also kept us young, because we don't have any children by our own. So we always tell people, you know what, we just ordered kids from Rotary, and sometimes it's not too bad giving them back after 4 months. But no, we have so many great contacts still today.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we were in Hawaii just 2 times. Yes, just for holidays, and where we explored the islands. And the second time, I think it was 2013 for the peace conference organized by Sakuchi Tanaka, because both of us also organized one of these conferences in Berlin in 2012. So and now we are at home, like literally everybody, sitting at home and spending day by day at home in front of our computers. And so we are traveling the world right now, virtual. So probably I'm the first RI president never saw his office, never sit in his presidential chair in Evanston. We don't know that. I have no idea when we can come back and go back to Evanston, but it's how it is. I think we are right now, all of us are doing the best out of it and try to do the very best. I can remember pretty well, and also Naomi, I think, can remember that in San Diego this year, when I spoke about revolutionary and change and all, nobody had an idea how this change would look like and how fast change would come into our homes at least. And yes, right now, I think, so we are learning day by day. And I'm really glad, I'm pleased that my theme really fits into the time. Rotary opens opportunities. So as Mark Maloney's theme fits, Rotary Connect the World. Right now, we are indeed connecting the world via Zoom or other virtual platforms. And, you know, I love this theme, and that's why the both of us, so really with the help of Susan, we are thinking of what theme we are choosing for our year, for 2021. And we like really Rotary opens opportunities because it works to so many different sides. It works, of course, for the people we serve. We are definitely opening opportunities when we are providing eyeglasses, a wheelchair, a microcredit, clean water, or education. So we are really opening opportunities for others with this. But we're also opening opportunities for ourselves. The opportunity for living a richer life, more meaningful life among friends, sharing the same core values. That's what I really love in this year. And there's much more. So it's about personal growth, becoming a Rotarian. It's becoming really personal growth, becoming a better leader. For me, it was really important, and also for Suzanne, having a much broader life on so many things, meeting so many different people. And by the way, it's amazing how many unbelievable great people you are meeting through Rotary, just because we are Rotarians. And all these things are, I think, so important. If we are looking for new members, they should know what opportunities we are opening, and Rotary is opening for them, just because they are become active members. And that's, of course, important. It doesn't help you if you're just sitting at home and doing nothing. Then there are no opportunities. I think the idea behind this, you have to be active, and to open all these doors we saw there. And there are many more opportunities if I think about our youth programs, our fellowships, our action groups, our inter-country committees. So there are indeed endless opportunities. As I said, Rotary is not just a club that you join. Rotary is an invitation to endless opportunities. And right now we are learning so much. This opportunity for the two of us being in Hawaii, it's unbelievable. That's normally, nobody would think about that, inviting us for this meeting, even if it was also possible the last years, but we didn't realize that really. And what I'm asking all clubs, and that's now really pointing into the next years, please, everybody wants to come back to normal. So, and of course, we love to shake hands. We love to hug people. And also we like to share a drink. And all of us hope that these times will come back, and they will come back, definitely. But I'm asking all of you, let's keep all the good things we are learning right now. Meetings like this here. I think we will never forget meetings like this, and we will keep meetings like this. Not every week, but probably once a month. It's a good opportunity to do meetings, inviting great speakers from everywhere. There are so many great speakers in the Rotary world. Much better than the RI president, so much more interesting than the RI president. But you can invite everybody. And that's what I really love. I would love to hear that Rotary clubs keep these good things and having also hybrid meetings, and from time to time, probably once a month, a virtual meeting. That would be really great and helpful. You know, and Naomi knows that, of course, I'm asking all clubs to have at least one strategic meeting a year. And I think that's right now more important than ever, really to lead into the future and to have an idea for every Rotary club where they want to be in 5 and 10 years, and then do the right thing for change. And this is also a time to put everything on the test in the Rotary club. Just to ask yourself, it's really good what we are doing. Are there better ways? Are there better ways to attract younger people, young professionals, Rotaractors? So you know that I'm always looking for young professionals, for Rotaractors to join Rotary. And there's a simple reason, because in many parts of the world, definitely North America, definitely Europe, Australia, all our clubs becoming older and older and older year by year. And many clubs are definitely overaged. My example is Germany. We are about 65 in average age in a Rotary club. In the United Kingdom, it's already 75. Imagine that, 75 as an average age. How can you attract younger members? That's the reason why I'm really focusing on young professionals and Rotaractors. But I also say there is no wrong age to become a Rotarian. Every age has something to contribute to Rotary, and every age is welcome. And everybody is welcome. So this is really the Rotary clubs. If I think about our diversity, equity, and inclusion statement, we should really look for different people. But this is nothing to say to you, because Hawaii is such a great example for diversity. So it couldn't be better. And there are so many parts in the world. And so, but Anke knows, I think in Germany, we have to learn that. And that's what I'm always telling Rotary clubs when I'm speaking about diversity. I'm always telling them, diversity, that's not a wish list. This is one of our core values, and we can't pick up these values we like. There are 5 core values, and so we have to take care of all our core values. So next year, I think in difficult times like this, and I think even if all of us are vaccinated and the pandemic will hopefully flew away as fast as it came. I think I think many of us are really looking with some fear for the economic results from this, what happens right now. And I think all of us will see this. And so I hope that Rotarians, and not just Rotarians, everybody is not too much affected in business. I hope that nobody will lose jobs. But even if times will become hard, and I expect that times will become harder here, Rotarians should also take care of each other. So we care of people we serve, of course, but if we are going back to basics, I think Paul Harris started the Rotary idea, also taking care of each other. And this is something what is important right now. Not even to make sure that everybody's on board right now in virtual meetings, but also make sure that everybody is able to survive this crisis and what happens right now. And this is, for me, care is really, yes, I think that's the basis for peace. Taking care of your family members, taking care of your neighbor next door, but also taking care of your neighbors beyond the borders. If we do this, I think there is a much bigger chance for peace. And that's why care is for me, yes, nearly everything. And it fits to Rotary, it fits to our core values, it fits to our action, Rotarians taking care of people. Just one thought, because I love this addition to our four-way test. Is it the truth? If you go today on the internet, if you go on Facebook, you don't know if is this the truth. And even if you are listening to some politicians in our world, you don't even know if it's the truth, what they are telling us. But the four-way test is created for self-reflection. I'm very often people in my country pointing to others and telling them, you are not following the four-way test. The four-way test is not created for pointing to others. It's just asking ourselves. That's important. And we have one edition in Germany. I don't know, Anke, if you know this edition. It's some 30, 40 years old and nobody's using this, but I love it. And that's in addition to the first question. Is it the truth? Am I being honest? I think that's really behind the whole four-way test. Am I being honest? And am I doing the right thing? I think that's with this, just with these two sentences, I think you can explain nearly everything in Rotary. So, and now we are looking forward to be vaccinated. That's our next step. And so I sent out this week, together with foundation chairman and past RI President Ravi Ravindran, a letter to encourage Rotarians all over the world to be active, not in vaccinating, but in supporting efforts to vaccinate people, also in advocacy, how important vaccination is. We see in Germany a much stronger resistance to be vaccinated. And I think there's some work to do for Rotarians. And by the way, vaccination, that's our business since 40 years when we started the End Polio initiative. What is really, we are not this close because it was much harder in Afghanistan and Pakistan, but even the success in Africa was unbelievable, I think. And, you know, when someone asks, where is our contribution? Of course, we are asking our communities if Rotarians can help, if help is needed. It's different in different countries because there's everywhere a different health system. And in Germany, there's not really a need for assist as a normal Rotarians. But in Germany, Rotary clubs are asked for help by retired doctors and nurses and those who really can also help in giving the shot, where you need really a good examiner to do this. So I'm looking forward to that, what happens. I know that Rotary are people of action. And I think even if the times are hard, one of our benefits is being among friends. That keeps you, I think, much safer than others in our large family of Rotary. And now I'm talking enough. I just got a kick from Susan under the table. I'm talking too much. And so I thank you very much listening to me. I think there is no need to be desperated. I think we are looking forward and to do our best to have a better 2021 as 20, but nobody knows it. But thank you very much. And I'm looking forward for the next year. And yes, it will be a better year soon.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Holger and Susanne. And I like, of course, the German edition. Am I honest? Am I doing the right thing? Yes. So if you're open to it, we would like to just add a few questions and engage. Just checking.
Susan is leaving for the next meeting at 7 o'clock here. So I'm
okay.
Good, yes, ask whatever you want. If I don't know the answer, I will say I have no idea. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I was so curious. I saw your little video that just came out last week from SROC about the initiative to make a video and enter into just a video competition, how we save our environment. Maybe you can say a few words about that.
Yes, of course, I'm happy. And for me, it was high time to have something like environment as one of our areas of focus. I would love to see it as yes, also keeping our planet safe. I would love to hear also something about climate change, about global warming, because that's about that. At least it's really, as a result, we really have to take care of our planet. But I think environment, that's definitely okay. And the trustees of the Rotary Foundation and staff members, they are right now working on all rules and regulations for global grants in this new area of focus. And I'm very excited about that, what happens. I saw some examples, of course. And as you all know, our global grants, they are required sustainability. And this is also needed in all these projects regarding our environment. And just to give you an example, planting a tree is probably easy. But for a global grant, it has to be part of a regional initiative. So not just a club idea and then there will be support. And that's just one part. And the other part is when we're talking about sustainability, we really have to take care of these trees for the next 5-10 years to make sure that the tree can grow, and it's still in 10 years, they are really not a really great tree, not a big tree, but that the tree has a chance to survive also in times of droughts. So that's something, but I'm really looking forward to many ideas. And this video created by the team of SRAC, and the idea to make a video competition, that's just, I think that's just a wake-up call for people. Hey, have some ideas and share these ideas. And I'm looking forward to the results of this.
Great, thank you. I hope we'll send maybe a couple of videos from Hawaii too.
Yeah.
Naomi, you're watching the chat box and have other questions.
There is one about the Taipei Convention, of course. So Adrian King is asking about the Taipei Convention.
Oh yes, so that's I'm really still really sad and feel sorry for those who are working so hard. And this is I see Nalini here. So Nalini was part of the team who were working so hard for the Hawaii Convention, for the Honolulu Convention. I have no idea. So we are still hoping. We have to take the decision last week of January. Then we have to take the decision because there is it's a lot of work to prepare a virtual convention. And Mark Maloney took the decision last year in early March. I think 10th of March. Both of us were in Evanston, and there were a lot of the lockdown was already expected, and people in our office in Evanston started to work remotely on the 11th of March this year, and many of them didn't came back to their office. And this was not much time to create something like that. And we are in very close contact with the HOC in Taipei. They are in contact with their government, and but nobody really is able to look into the future. But right or wrong, we have to take the decision in end of January, and I still hope, but yes, just a little bit. I think we are prepared also to have a virtual convention 2021. It's sad, but it's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't see any other questions in the chat. Does anyone else have a question that they'd like to ask?
Aloha.
Hey.
Hi.
Aloha, I'm so proud of the Rotary Club of Honolulu and all the clubs throughout Waikiki who have transformed an entire block in the middle of Waikiki into a centennial park. And I can't wait for you both to come and see it in person. It's just beautiful. And another wonderful thing that we do here that is like what you have in mind is the Peacemaker video. And all the students throughout the state of Hawaii are invited to create videos concerning peace. And we had hundreds of applicants, and we give awards. And so the video idea is terrific, and I hope you continue that.
It's up to clubs. Yes, I think there's so many new opportunities, and videos are a good opportunity. I'm asked to make so many videos. So someone asked me, many ask me, hey, do a quick video, and then if you don't have the time. But to be very honest, to step into a meeting like this here, that's, first of all, it's much more fun than just making a video alone or with the help of Susan.
Right, right.
And then it's also faster. Doing a video, it's much more work. You have to prepare everything. You have to prepare the text, and so I love to go to step live into meetings. What's much more easy for me than preparing too many videos.
Thank you. And Holger, every club did see your video. The congratulations to the board. And so we did like your message to the boards very, very much. It was very inspiring.
What video? I make so many.
Which one?
It was the one that congratulations to the club board.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I lost a little bit. I lost track here, but thank you.
Thank you.
May I ask one more question?
Linda, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to share with you that years ago, Kirk and I sponsored or shared, housed a young lady from Germany, Dr. Kirsten Schick, and watched her children grow. And I've been over there several times. The value of the opportunity to house a young person who is developing into a career model person is very exciting. And I'm glad you support that and that you have been a wonderful provider for students.
Yes, you're absolutely right. We are definitely changing young people's life, but they are also changing our life. I think that's the beauty of this program. And right now, yes, we are not able to, the numbers are dropping a little bit. And youth exchange officers all over the world are really right now they are really complaining are angry with me because we stopped this program till the end of this Rotary year. But you know, when I just see what just happens in England, where the whole island state is isolated right now, there are nobody is able to come in or get out. People are really stranded on airports. I think we can't send our children around the world in times like this, because everything can change in just 2 days. So what happened in England right now? And so I really think it was the right decision to have no youth exchange this year, even if I really feel sad with these students, because most of them don't have any chance to go again because they are out of age. They are.
Yeah, well, my face is getting so fat now, I got to put the wide angle lens on.
Now I can see Del Green. Hi, Del. Yeah, so hopefully your colleagues in Taipei don't have the same destiny than you.
Really?
We don't know that.
So sad.
Holger, you were talking about the youth exchange, and Brian was asking to get a little bit more detail about the experience with youth exchange programs.
Yeah, so to be very honest, youth exchange was really my first step into my, you can call it, international career in Rotary, definitely. So I became chairman of the German youth exchange program for all German districts right after I was district governor in 2006. No, 2007. And this was an amazing, really an amazing experience. And for 6 years, because we have always periods for 3 years for youth exchange officers in Germany, and you can be re-elected once, and then it's over. And so we send in Germany, I think we were by far the largest multi-district in the Rotary world. We send out every year 700 long-term exchange students and received 700, and also about 700 to 800 short-term exchanges. And so we are really sending out 1,400, receiving 1,400 year by year. And I can tell you, yes, it was of course a lot of work. It was really a lot of fun working with so many engaged Rotarians. And I was very thankful that after 6 years, there was not a single really ugly incident. There are many incidents, no doubt, always. But none of these really, you know what I'm speaking about, really ugly. What happens? We had one childbirth among youth exchange students in Germany. A young lady coming from somewhere in the United States, yeah, somewhere from the Midwest. And I was so glad that it happens after 5 months. So that's... But again, I love still this program because this is, yes, that makes your Rotary unique. If you ask what makes Rotary unique, if you are looking at other service organizations like Lions, like Kiwanis or Optimists or Zor Optimists or Zonta or whatever, there are many of them, but none of them has a successful and so large exchange program than Rotary has. And this makes us unique, even if there's always a danger taking care of people. We are running in some problems, of course, right now, because requirements of governments are becoming much more difficult to fulfill for Rotary clubs and districts. And it becomes definitely more expensive with this. By the way, what I forgot, all these meetings we are doing right now, we are saving a lot of money. So I'm not just be at home, but all directors, all trustees, and all committees are meeting virtual. Now we are really saving right now millions of dollars, and we will keep these things in the future. So there will be many more board meetings, of course, but most of them will be virtual, and we are more, yes, we are more nimble, we are more efficient just because of meeting so often virtually. And we are learning all the time, and it works pretty well, even if we are translated in 6 different languages in Zoom, and that's a challenge.
Thank you. On youth exchange, Cheryl was asking about the virtual youth exchange, and I know that there are some districts that are doing that. We looked into that, and our chair for youth exchange wasn't too much in favor of that. But are there other districts doing a virtual youth exchange?
Yes, there are some of them. They are doing this, but all of us know here that's something totally different. That's you know, our goal is doing a youth exchange. The goal is not to learn another language. The goal is really to dive into another culture. I think that's the goal, and I think that's really difficult. And I think there's no way to do that. There are some districts in Europe. They are, instead of working for youth exchange, because all of them are so active and they want to do something, and so they are providing in the same district because they don't need to travel too far, holiday camps and camps in summer where they are offering also to those who are not able to go on holidays, to those families, a place where they, for 5 days or for 6 days, they are taking care of them in holiday camps. So this is something different, probably more like a RILA, but if your officers are very active here, I think that's a solution and a good solution to do something for the people in your area where no travel is requested.
Thank you. Holger, can you tell us more about the DEI task force, the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Task Force?
Yes, first of all, I think all Rotarians can be really proud that we don't start to think about this after all these, what happens it started somewhere in, I have no idea, in Missouri, no, in Mississippi, or Mississippi, somewhere with these Black Lives Matters initiative. And many organization companies started to make statements. But Rotary has done this already 2 years ago. So we launched our statement about diversity, equity, and inclusion already 2 years ago. So at least we were prepared for something like that. And now the idea behind this task force, I think there are more than one idea, but one idea is, of course, putting this statement into action. But before we can do that, we have to look about what happens somewhere else. And what I learned through all my travels, there are so many differences in Rotary clubs, in cultures, and countries. And even if I think about this Black Lives Matters initiative in the United States, this is really, yes, this is something what it's just for your country important, because in other countries there are totally different initiatives and when different things went wrong. For example, think about United Kingdom or France. There are a lot of, so now when I'm discussing with Americans, they call them African Americans. I think, you know what, in France, there are no African Americans. There are a lot of Africans, but no African Americans. So the wording is everywhere different. So that's one point. And the reason why we find this is also different. It's well known why it is in the United States. In England, in France, it's because of the colonies and people came to study and stay and came to work and stay because it's like one country, totally different reason. In Germany, it's again a different reason. They're coming from the Middle East, or right now many via the Mediterranean from Africa, just to live a better life and to look for more freedom and looking for more opportunities for their children. This is again totally different. And so I really believe totally that the solution for this, there is no global solution. This has to be done country by country by country. And and I think racism, yeah, probably, but definitely discrimination you find everywhere, wherever you go. And even if a country thinks there is no discrimination, there is discrimination. And I'm asking all Rotarians, we have to stand up against discrimination. And all of you know, there are sometimes those sayings, people are sitting together with a drink and didn't think about what they are saying sometimes. And I think as Rotarians, we really have to stand up and have to speak against racism, yes, but definitely against discrimination, because every racism is also discrimination. But as I said, this has to be solved country by country. And this diversity, equity, and inclusion task force, this is a very international task force and looking for totally different approaches. And I'm very excited about the outcomes here of this action group or of this task force. I give you another example. Anke knows that probably. I don't know how long you are in Hawaii right now, Anke.
Oh, I moved in the 90s already.
Yeah, that's a long time, yes. But probably if we are talking about inclusion in your country means welcoming, being open, really welcoming everybody. The word inclusion, even the translated word in Germany, is just focused on disabled people. If we are talking in schools about inclusion, that just means nothing else than just including also disabled children in classrooms and including disabled people in companies. So nothing else. So you see, this is really, it's a lot of work for this task force to find out in different cultures, different countries, the wordings and how we should and could address racism and discrimination here. And of course, for Rotary, it means what I said, our diversity is not a wish list. Diversity is really one of our core values, and I think that's the start for that. But I'm excited, and I'm really looking forward, especially for the next 6 months, what we are able to achieve here.
Thank you very much. Mark Barium has a question about club presidents and clubs. Mark, do you want to ask your question?
Sure. Good morning, Holger, and thank you so much for being with us this morning. I just, what about the role of club president? How is that critical in the entire organization, and what happens within our individual clubs and our individual club boards?
I like that question. For me, Rotary clubs are, this is the most important part in Rotary, because our members are Rotary clubs, and Rotary clubs are independent. That's something difficult, but as a district governor, you will learn that very early, that you can't tell district, can tell clubs what to do, because, and especially with our new COL decisions from 4 years ago, where you have at least every opportunity how to create your meetings and how often you will meet. So nearly everything is possible right now. So for me, the role of the Rotary Club President, of Club Board, I think it's always the board and not just the president. It's much more important than in older times, because this is everything starts in Rotary clubs. And if our Rotary clubs are successful, if our Rotary clubs are looking into the future, if our Rotary clubs have great ideas, whatever these ideas are, I think Rotary can be successful. And you can see it in clubs where there are really strong boards, are really working with people, making sure that Rotarians are people of action in the club. I think these clubs are definitely successful. So no doubt, for me, it's one of the strongest positions in Rotary, the club president.
Thank you. Any other questions? No? Linda, was that a question?
Yes,
Actually, I have a, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, that's okay, Del. I just wanted your opinion on the first female president of Rotary International.
So first of all, we are really very good friends. When I became our president, Jennifer was my moderator this year, and was preparing and sharing the International Assembly, no doubt. But I think what is important and what Jenna is always putting emphasis on, I think I would like to be a good RI president, not just because I'm a woman, because I'm doing the best I can, and I want to be successful, and I want to be recognized as a RI president, and not just because I'm a woman. I think that's really important. But of course, it was high time to have a female RI president. No doubt, Linda.
All right. And she is going to be wonderful, and I know you'll be a wonderful mentor.
Oh, she's already wonderful. She's not going to be wonderful. She's already wonderful.
I know. Known her forever. Thank you.
Okay, Del, your question?
Yeah, thank you. And I apologize if you covered this earlier. I was traveling, so I apologize. But I was curious. A lot of us are signed up to attend the International Convention in Taipei. Is that gonna happen in person? Is it looking like it might be a virtual convention like Hawaii was? What are the current plans at the moment?
So
we're still trying to.
Thank you again for the question. It will be, whatever happens, Del, it will be a different convention. So the last in-person convention was in Hamburg, what was working a lot, and so I know nearly everything about that. And I know many things about the last Honolulu Convention. So everything will be different, definitely, whatever happens. So the in-person, if we are able to do an in-person convention, it will be definitely a hybrid convention. There will be a lot of speeches, a lot of plenary sessions will be streamed online. There will be also breakout sessions, workshops, hybrid one, but definitely also totally online breakout session, because that fits into the time. That's what we are learning right now. So we want to also, to what I'm always saying, we want to keep that what we are learning here. So even if it's an in-person convention, what we all hope, it will be a hybrid convention. The decision has to be taken last week in January. So, and then virtual or hybrid or totally virtual. Yes, that's it's sad, but there is still the requirement of the Taiwanese government to go 14 days in quarantine. And it's not like in Germany where you have to stay at home. You have to go into a hotel. You are not able to leave the room. So this is really like a little bit like a prison. So that's not fun if you are going to Taiwan right now. But so they are going to protect their own people, because I think there are no cases right now in the whole country. So they are really, really, really taking care of everything. And so there was a statement from the Tourism Bureau that they don't think that they open till third quarter of 2021. So this, it's nothing official. We are waiting for some official statements, but even if they, I expect they don't know. They don't know everything in late January, whatever happens. And things in Europe, for example, becomes worse, even in my country, even if we're having a lockdown right now, but we are trapped at home. So we are able to go shopping, but just for food, nothing else. And there are many parts, many states already, where you are not allowed to leave home after 8 o'clock in the evening. So this is quite tough right now, what happens. So again, the decision will be taken last week of January, and then we know where to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Win?
Aloha, Holger. Thank you for joining us. So I have a question about Rotaract. Rotaract is different in the United States and in many places of the world. How is the Elevate Rotaract proposition going, and especially with respect to the United States?
Yes, thank you for that question, Win. That's as these decisions and statements have to be globally unified. So there we can't make any difference between the United States or India or other countries. You know, we have there are some strong groups in Rotaract. One are university-based Rotaract clubs, and the other one are community-based Rotaract clubs. And community Rotaract clubs are more like, for me, I see no difference between a community-based Rotaract club and a Rotary club. They are just a little bit younger than we are, but they are doing exactly the same thing. University-based clubs are different because they are leaving normally when they are graduating. It's 24, 25, and most of them are leaving then. So that's why we took some decisions regarding the upper age limit, for example. Leave it to them, because these are young adults. These are no kids. So then they can decide by themselves when they want to leave their friends. It's not just leaving a club. They are leaving their friends if they are leaving their Rotaract clubs. And they can decide themselves when they want to leave. And I think, no doubt, they want to stay a young organization. So some people in India are concerned that Rotarians are moving to a Rotaract club just to save costs. But I think no, I think so. They will create their own upper age limit, what fits to their culture. And you know what happens, at least the same thing when we are took the decision at the COL not asking for attendance and all these things in Rotary. What we have done before, because no club was taking care of these rules. And so in Rotary, in many countries, they made their own upper age limit. For example, the Rotary Club of Birmingham, Alabama, they had an internal upper age limit already of 35, because they tried to move to the, I think it's the largest club with more than 600 members, nearly 700 in Birmingham. So, and this happens also in Germany. So we think it's up to you. We are asking them, create your upper age limit for your membership, create an upper age limit for your board of directors to make sure that's a young board of directors in the club. And please also make an upper age limit for new members, so that no Rotarian, no 65-year-old Rotarians ask for membership in a Rotary club. So I think that's one point. So we left it to different cultures, different countries, different clubs to do their own thing. I think that's the way we should do that. There are some open points here in Elevate Rotary, sorry, and that's regarding the position in districts, their responsibilities in districts, their benefits in districts, all these things. They are still open. But as all of you know, we are working right now on a different structure, more pointing into the future of Rotary. And that's one of the reasons why we don't want to touch the status of Rotaractors in districts. But again, the foundation agreed that Rotary clubs are eligible to apply for global grants if they have done that before. And I think there is a lot of things are going on, good things, but we are learning day by day, and I think there are coming definitely new problems up, new solutions, and I think that's a good opportunity for the board of directors to be nimble here and to be flexible about Rotary in the future.
Thank you. And we do have a Rotary committee, council, and we have a Rotary district representative, and our Rotaractors are meeting statewide every month. So we're getting there. But you talked about flexibility, and we will talk with that. Well, the Rotaractors are very flexible, but for our clubs, we're looking at how we can be flexible. Some of them are looking at hybrid meetings. Dave Mostrin for the Honolulu Sunrise has a Zoom membership category, which is half the dues. And so congratulations, Dave, for having that innovative category. But Holger, are there any other suggestions, different ways people are meeting, or categories that we should think about?
And this was amazing. This morning, I had the honor to be part of a charter ceremony for a club, for a global e-club. And this was a course-based club. This was a club created by nurses and midwives. So, and there are already 34 members, all of them unbelievable, great people. And so, and they are sharing ideas around the world about their profession, how to go on. So this is, and yes, okay, this is probably not the not diversity what we love, but this is, I think, a totally different approach, and it works because it's a global approach here, and especially these professions are, in times of Corona, they are so important, and nobody really value them as they should do this. And I think this was really one of the examples I learned the first time, and I was very, very much impressed of these people. But yes, I think there are, try, Naomi. I think Rotary allows us to try things, even if we don't see the final solution. Let's try it. If it works, let's go on with it. If it doesn't work, let's do something different. I think that's what how we can be flexible in the future. And again, there are no really strong requirements for Rotary clubs, how to meet and what to do. And I think probably there are too many opportunities that people don't know what we can do here. But so for course-based clubs, and so I heard about in the United States, they founded a veterans club. So a successful one with many people and very active people. And so in my country, I see there are more and more e-clubs. Okay, today we are all e-clubs, but I think more and more hybrid clubs. So we coming from both sides. E-clubs are love to meet in person, and normal, so-called normal Rotary clubs, they are going virtual. So I think there are many new opportunities. But I think what is really important to be attractive for young professionals, and all of us know the reason we have to be attractive for young professionals, and we have to take care that we have at least all age groups in our Rotary clubs. We are not able to become younger. No, we are definitely not try to grow into age too fast. That's the only opportunity we have.
Thank you so much, Holger. Our hour is already comes to an end. And then for you, it's evening time and it's a Christmas week. So thank you so much for even coming in this Christmas week to be with us. And thank you so much. To be honest, I wish I could walk in one of your family's bakery and eat some of the good German cakes, Kuchen and Brötchen and all the good things that we don't have here in Hawaii. So it is tradition also to send you off with a song. So we prepared Meleka Likimaka, wishing you really blessed Christmas, you and Susanne and your family.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I hope you're still there. We just see your photo, but Herb, please take it from here.
On a bright Hawaiian Christmas day, that's the island
greeting that we send to you
from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, sun will shine and all the stars are night. Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say
Merry Christmas,
a very
Merry Christmas,
a very Merry
Christmas to you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you, Herb.
Thank you.
Fröhliche Weihnachten. Merry Christmas to everyone, and most of all, a very healthy New Year.
Mahalo.
Thank you very much. Stay healthy and never forget, Rotary has also to be fun, whatever happens. Thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
Great meeting, great meeting. Thank you very much.
Aloha.
Great meeting, Anka.
Thank you.
Yes, great
Aloha,
meeting.
Holger.
Good to see you again.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.